All right, Cam Newton, y'all, saying what really happened with the brawl.
Not wrong.
I scrambled, and I should have just
Stayed in the
stayed in the
pocket.
pocket, bro. You feel me? But this is what I really want the narrative to be. To every single high school player, to every single person of influence, to every single athlete, use my situation as a way to understand that in one moment, in one decision, your life can change. Just like that. And I let my emotions get the best of me. And it should not have been called for. Simple. And with that, I apologize to anybody affected. That's Steph, that's TJ, that's their organization, that's C1N, my organization, that's my players, my parents, my staff members. And when you really debrief from days after it, it really puts things into perspective. And I tell you this, my president of my program, Kendall Ogle, person who I have high regards for, he called me, and even though he was empathetic to understanding where I was coming from, he simply said, Cam, that cannot happen. You mean too much to too many people. Too many people are betting on you to keep their lights on.
Shout out to Dark 80s Man. Dark 80s Man in the building says, I'm well as KS would say. Shout out to Dark 80s Man, always holding me down. I appreciate you, big dog. Thank you for being a part of what we got going on here. If y'all not a part of the Patreon, the Bag Chasers, today is the best day for y'all to be able to join the Patreon.
And when he said that, it's never mind me as a father. Because when I say peg, 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 I think about you. I think about the kids who look up to me, and also whether they verbalize their appreciation or just stare in amazement. I feel like I let them down. Because I can't sit up here and say, hey, bro, you got to be bigger than that. And then all of a sudden, I do that. And that just goes to show you, you got to always stay in control of your emotions.
What the hell happened to Cam Newton's platform? I thought Cam Newton was doing like content, interviews, and having conversations and stuff. It seemed like he completely repurposed his platform. Like he took what he had started doing. He had did the Charleston White interview. I seen him do some interviews with some other people like Jess Hilarious and some people like that, which I didn't tune in too much, but it seemed like he was kind of going down the same path. Similarly as Club Shay Shay. Now I see it rebranded as Fourth and One. Why did Cam Newton rebrand his platform before we start talking about this fight? I don't understand it. Somebody help me to understand why Cam Newton rebranded the platform. I don't understand. Let me continue to play this. He has two different platforms. No, he doesn't. Okay, so let me see it. Let me look it up. Give me a second. I'll look it up myself. I'll look it up myself. Because I'm trying to. Why did Cam Newton? I don't understand. Cam Newton. Okay, so he do got two different platforms. All right, you're right. You're right. But he putting the same stuff on both platforms. So that's that one. And then he got the Fourth and One stuff on there. All right. And then Fourth and One with Cam Newton. Oh, okay. So he started a brand new platform. So what's the difference? I don't understand what the difference is. Because he talking about Boosie and all of that other type of stuff on one platform. And then on the other platform, he putting the same stuff on there. He putting the same stuff on both platforms. What's the point? If you're not differentiating it and you're not separating it, what's the point? And he only uploading every once in a while on his other platform that got all of the subscribers. And he's not even the largest YouTuber in NFL history no more. It's not. It's Shannon Sharp. I don't understand what Cam is doing with his platforms. That's weird to me. I don't know. Anyways, I'm trying to understand it. Can y'all tell me what's going on with his platforms and why he doing it the way that he doing it? 4 for 1 is a reaction, but he's putting the same content on both platforms. So why would you differentiate? I understand that it's 2 different platforms, but what I'm trying to understand is why is it not separate? Like, why is it the exact same content on both platforms? Like, even with DJ Academics, I'd be confused because he streamed the exact same content on like 3 different channels all at the same time. And I'll be like, well, what's the point of going to one channel if it's going to automatically be at the other channel? But all right, let me get back to what he was saying, because I'm trying to understand everything that's going with the fight. Basically, what he's saying is, I'm too big to ever get into these conversations in the first place or even get myself into these confrontations, which I agree. And this is the exact same thing that I was trying to communicate to people on the Millionaire Morning Show this morning when I was talking about the 2 council member, the older council member guys, the 2 black guys that had got into a little scuffle, and then they had to come back to the table and say, no, we don't want to press charges on each other because it's dumb. And I've been saying this the whole time that we have to be above it, and we can't even put ourselves in certain positions, right? We know that it comes with a greater responsibility when you start to have a platform or you get more visibility. You said 4 for 1 is sports, Funky Friday is interviews. You're wrong. You're 100% wrong. And that's how I know y'all don't know what y'all talking about. If you look at the Cam Newton platform, he's basically doing the same stuff. Look, he got addressed in a fight on here, right there. And then this is the Cam Newton platform. And then he's talking about, he's doing reactions on the Cam Newton platform. And he's going to putting the exact same content up on this with the exact same thumbnails. Look, it's the good luck. It's the my side of the story. This is on Cam Newton right here, right? And then if you go to the 4 for 1 with Cam Newton, which that only got 64,000 subscribers, it's the same content. How it started, what really happened, here's my take. It's the same thumbnails. It's the same content, and it's not interviews. So it's not separated. It's the exact same thing. And that's how I know y'all wrong. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. But okay. I got you. Shout out to Justin Anderson, says, just a brother showing love. See you in Biloxi. Shout out to my Biloxi people down there in Mississippi. I love y'all. I'll be there in April. Loso Way says, blessings to you and your family. You have been an inspiration to me and other young men finding our way in this world. That's for sure. Hashtag roll damn tide. Oh, we got our Alabama family in the building. Shout out to our Alabama. I got to give you this one, bro. Shout out to my Alabama family in the building. Let's get back to Cam, man, because y'all wrong about it being a completely different platform. Y'all 100% wrong. It doesn't matter what he's saying. The only thing that matters, Chris Rob, shout out to you, Loso's Way. I appreciate you. The only thing that matters is what I'm looking at.
And that's where the humanistic side came in there. And there's no excuse. It's really not. Because
what the hell is Marquis saying? Apparently you're not familiar with what my deposits look like. But I'm not going to do that today because I'm just chilling and I'm slow motion. I really feel like going off on somebody tonight because I'm in a good mood. But let me not get my blood pressure up.
It could have been a melee. More violence could have stemmed from that.
Yeah, anything.
And it's just not called for. And on top of that, it's echoing something that's been permeating for years. Black people. Why I got to be at a black event? You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to read that super chat.
And I could easily say, damn, like, I can play the victim, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hold myself to that same standard, bro, to say, like, look, everywhere that I go, people talk People say, yo, why you didn't jump on the fumble? Hey, yo, Von Miller, your daddy. Hey, yo, like, Mac Jones took your job. Hey, yo, Brock Purdy is better than you. Hey, yo, like, you a free agent. That's normal. I'm used to playing in front of
What is the count?
100,000 people and millions watching. And I let one person dictate how I feel? No, I can't do that.
So basically, you saying you crashed out.
So, yeah, even with that, so talking to KO, Kendall, my girl, when she talked to me, it's like, baby, I'm glad you're safe first. But are you looking at it through the lens of what if one of your hands was free? What if you did punch him? What if you did throw him over the balcony?
That's a fact.
What if they would have broke your jaw? What if they would have knocked you in a coma? These are things that, yeah, we laugh about. These are things that, yo, like, yeah, Cam hat stayed on. Yeah, it's a Mashika plug. Yeah, go buy a Mashika hat. Yeah, but I'm lucky to have this opportunity to be standing as a witness to say, don't be like me, be better than me. And I could easily try to advise a kid like, no, bro, don't do that, bro, don't do that, bro, don't do that. But until you're in that position and somebody talking shit to you, it's hard, it's tough, but heavy is the crown.
Shout out to you,
Too much is given, much is required. You can't sit up here and say, oh, I want to be
shout out to Glow,
a 5-star recruit, and people can't talk to me. It just doesn't work like it don't work like that. You see what I'm saying? So what I learned from this is this. I was gonna do a Funky Friday. I wanted to, have somebody. I wanted to talk to them, but I think it's better served by myself, because it could have really been something that we all didn't want to see happen. Yeah, I apologize, Steph. I apologize, TJ. And I see what y'all doing. I see. And I could call it what it was. It was some words that were said, and I think the words triggered them, and it was words that triggered me. So with that, I know what they do for the kids. I know their level of commitment to impacting,
what's up, Lisa?
Using their platform for a positive way in the community. Anybody who takes the time to caters, to be of service to somebody else, my hat goes off to them. And I know what it's like. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of energy that goes, and it's a lot of effort that goes into making these kids' lives extremely easy. And I don't want these kids, no matter what team you play for, doesn't matter what sport you play, it could be AAU basketball, it could be football, to take this opportunity for granted, because there are learning tools that could be had in this situation.
So Cam, I mean, obviously there's been a lot of reports. A lot of people had a lot to say. Like Cam should stop. He shouldn't be, doing any more 7-on-7. So my question is, like, are you still going to be committed to 7-on-7 and youth sports?
Absolutely. This is something
that's what I'm trying to say. I think the point that he's trying to make, shout out to Trini Life, Cyrus. The point that he's just trying to make, I don't even think that he's really trying to break down a fight. I think that the way that he titled this is just clickbait. And I think that he's basically conveying the same thing that I've been conveying and that I try to say to people. But what's so funny is that when you learn to walk away, then people start calling you a punk, or they say that you ain't got hands and all of this stuff, which is cool, because if you're a grown man and you've matured to the point, shout out to Jack Talcott and Love is the Word. I appreciate you for tapping in. The thing about it is, Marquis says, Anton, you have to accept criticism as you give it. That should and can be growth. Are you talking about me, or are you talking about Cam? You got to clarify that, because I could speak on either one. I think that this is just clickbait as far as how it is that he's titled it. But I think that the point that he's trying to make is actually a solid point, and that he's basically saying what I've been saying. You got to be able to walk away from a negative situation and turn it into a positive, because it's not about being real or keeping it real and all of that stuff. It's really about what could possibly happen. And I think that what a lot of these dusty ass motherfuckers don't understand is that It's easy to be tough when you broke. It's easy to be tough when you ain't got shit. It's easy to be tough when you don't give a fuck about the position that you in or you don't give a fuck about the job that you have. It's easy to stand on that tough shit when you're used to getting beat up and shit. But when you have something and you got things to lose and you got influence and you're trying to influence people to think instead of always, you know what I'm saying, resort to the Neanderthal way of handling things, it's a different thing. It's a different game because it's not just about you no more. It's about the people that you support. It's about the people that you employ. It's about the impact that you're making. It's about the lessons that you're trying to give to people. And so I think that Cam is actually mature enough to have this conversation. And kids do have respect, especially for their heroes. They pay attention to their heroes. I was talking to a young guy when we was walking out, which you didn't see me talking to the young guy, Rita, when I first met him. But the guy couldn't have been any more than 18, 19 years old that was shaking my hand and saying, "Oh, man, I appreciate you. Don't do coke in the bathroom." And he was like, "Man, I modeled my life after you." When I was walking out of the Players Club and I was walking to my car, so I always leave a little bit early because I don't want to get caught up in the traffic. And, I just try to stay out of the mix as much as possible while still enjoying myself. He couldn't have been any more than 18, 19 years old. He probably watching this right now after he get off of work because he worked for the organization, the Pistons organizations. And he was like, "Man, I model my thoughts, my mindset after you. I've been, I went and got this job and I'm taking care of business." Bullshit if you sitting there and telling me that young kids don't have no respect. No, it is a group of kids that have respect. It's some that's gonna crash out. And then y'all gotta consider who you was when you was younger. You grew through it. You understood it. It didn't mean that you didn't learn a lesson from it. And it's a lot of young guys that actually is influenced by the people that they look up to. And so with great responsibility or with great visibility comes great responsibility. You got to take that into consideration. It's not about the fact that Cam is fucking 6'6", 260 or whatever the hell he is. It's about the fact that you can walk away or you can think your way through a situation, even though people expect you to be able to take on 2 and 3 guys at the same time. And so, y'all got to start thinking, or at least the smart ones can start thinking, or at least the ones that start to get more, you start to have more to lose. And so you start thinking your way through it. You can't just fucking do what you want to do when you want to do it anymore. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than you now.
Going on 13, 14 years, and I enjoy this. This is my way of giving back.
Jam,
Because
Jesus.
the kids find it.
I just find it amazing that people just really don't get the point. Jamo says that's sad because that boy don't know you to model his life after yours. That is the dumbest thing that I've heard somebody say in probably a whole month. What do you mean? We model our lives after people that we don't know every single day. We model our lives after basketball players. We influenced by influencers. We listen to rappers. We listen to role models. We read books. We read autobiographies. We follow the vlogs of people's lives. That don't mean that you don't have other influences in your life. Why do you think that music is so powerful? Why do you think that they say a mind is a terrible thing to waste when you don't read? Do y'all think about what y'all say before y'all say it, or do y'all just start saying some dumb shit? I'm just curious. Do you just start typing like, all right, I'm going to just say some wild shit? Nigga, the very way that you wear your clothes is influenced by somebody that you seen. The fuck is wrong with you niggas? Y'all just be saying shit. God damn it, man. I be trying to catch it. Am I the only one that be paying attention to what the fuck I say when I say it, or do niggas just be typing? That's why I got that channel called Room 9 Loso. Jesus Christ.
Amusing and
we gonna be teaching niggas on a fundamental level.
Man, I played for Cam Newton, or I played with Cam Newton's team, or we played against Cam Newton. But that same energy is reciprocated from me to say, bro, I see so much of me in them. Hungry, desiring to say, like, man, this football can take me a lot of places, just like it took me a lot of places. And being around the kids on the buses, being around the kids at the hotels, the Airbnbs, eating the same food that they eat, just being around. That's what I enjoy more. It's not even the football side of it. It's the, hey, coach, hey, what's the first thing you got, coach? Those conversations. Hey, coach, man, let me talk to you, man. Like, I got a girlfriend, coach. Like, she trying to go to college with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the reasons why I'm involved
What up,
heavily
Sid?
in this
What up,
space.
all of the ladies, Sarah?
Because,
What's happening?
like I always tell kids, if you no longer can play this game,
All right,
make it be.
we got it, Cam. Let me see if there's anything else in here that you want to talk.
It's over. If somebody grabbed a pistol out of self-defense, nah, bro, he's 6'5", bro. I can't go toe-to-toe with that. Man, it's over with.
Yeah.
A simple, rational decision of saying, like, nah, bro, he disrespecting me, bro. You can't play that. It don't matter if you was a 5-star recruit. It doesn't matter if you had a scholarship to Georgia. It didn't matter if you had a scholarship to Auburn. That don't matter no more. You're going.
I said the same shit earlier, and niggas was debating with me about it. I said, listen, you willing to gamble everything because it don't matter if Cam Newton is 6'6". It take one pistol to be able to handle this whole situation. I salute Cam. I got a lot of love for Cam. I think that he's absolutely right. I think that he's communicating himself clearly. I don't think that he's going to break down the fight per se because it's probably already been broken down enough. But clearly somebody said something to somebody and they didn't like it and it got out of hand. And the next thing you know, people's egos got involved and it started being hands and it just go down like that. But the point is that we too old for this bullshit, man. We just too old to be sitting there actually beefing with people in real life that we don't even know. That's corny to me. It's silly and it's corny. Shout out to Charles Pratt. I appreciate you for holding me down on Cash App, big dog. Yes, a pistol. We call it a pistol where I'm from. A heater, pistol, Glock, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, pistol. And I don't know why y'all don't think that a pistol can kill you. A pistol can absolutely. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't care if it's a little 22. Yes, absolutely, it can hurt you. And I don't ever want to get shot. I don't care what you're shooting with. I'm straight. Let me get on out the fucking way.